How serious are you about that? I'm not proposing there we need to be some money-crazed individual out there doing whatever it takes no matter what. That is not what I'm suggesting. I'm just suggesting that you're prepared to commit, to persevere when it gets difficult, to make it happen, to focus on what works. Because there are a whole lot of things that work, I'd suggest, that currently are not in your life. There are things that you can add into your life that will help you. I previously just mentioned the greatest progress you'll ever make, transferring barriers and obstacles into solutions. Well, that is something that I'm sure I could help you to sharpen up and improve. You see, what I know is that you are probably more capable than you realise. Whilst I may not know you personally, I have worked with several hundred people over 2 decades, and the thing that stands out and astonishes me is how capable many people are. People are successful in their work, are successful raising families and in other pursuits that they undertake, but strangely, money eludes them. They spend their time trading time and effort for money. They spend their lives, a significant proportion of their lives, working for money. Again, there's nothing wrong with hard work. However, when we do the numbers and we add up how much of people's lives they spend trading time and effort for money, it becomes quite discouraging. And it's not hard to work out. You add up the number of days. If you just work 5 days a week for 48 weeks of the year, or however many weeks you work, multiply that by, say, 25, 30 years. It's not a complicated number. I'll let you add it up. Is that really how you want to spend the rest of your working life? Honestly. I'm proposing to you that it doesn't have to be that way if you don't want it to be. In fact, all you've got to do is make a decision. You've just got to decide that you want more. You see, chances are you are much more capable than what you realise when it comes to money. All you need is some skills, and I can help you get those skills, and some tools, some proper research, some methodology, and you'll be on your way to a much more profitable lifestyle in the future. It won't happen in the blink of an eye. It will not be get rich quick. But, and here it is, I'm saying it in public, and I'll put it up on YouTube, it is get rich definite. But you be the judge. In fact, if you've not done so already, you may like to register for the Money Workshop coming up very soon. The Money Workshop is entitled How to Crack the Money Code. This is a world first for New Zealand and the world. I've put together a collection of tools, handouts, processes, ideas, articles, lots and lots of information that you can come and hear, take away, absorb and apply as you think fit. Some of it you'll get anywhere out there. Some of it is difficult to find, and some of it you won't find anywhere else because I've developed it and it's unique to Wise Planning. So I'm not suggesting I'm any guru. I don't believe I've reached guru status quite yet, and certainly not when I go home at night, that's for sure. However, my clients and I have had a degree of success that appears to be uncommon. And for you, the shortcut, if you like, is to simply attend the Money Workshop, How to Crack the Money Code, so that you can take home this information for yourself. You see, the challenge is that some things are worth doing and some just aren't. The trick is to know the difference. That's where I can help you. But just imagine if you look back in the future and you looked at what we're doing and other opportunities, and you pondered, you delayed, you procrastinated, you thought about it, you waited for the timing to be right. The next thing you know, it's getting too late. What if you discovered, in fact, that there was a simple system that you could have used anyway? And you look around you in a few years' time and you discover that people you know are using the system, they're using the methods and the processes. You see, New Zealanders don't walk around spouting off about how clever they are and how good they are and how rich they are. Okay, there may be one or two, but most people don't do that. They quietly work away, at least my clients do. They're confident, they know what they're doing, they're positive, and they're making steady progress over time. See, the point I'm making is that you don't want to look back at some point in the future and face regret. Regret is a terrible thing to confront, particularly when your options close off as you get older. Imagine if you looked back and said, gee, I could have, but I didn't. I raise this to you because having been an advisor, an investor, entrepreneur for the last 26 years, I've learned a few lessons. Some of them I've learned the hard way. I've got a few battle scars. However, some of them I've been smart enough to learn the right way. I've studied, I've sought help and advice. I talk to people who know what to do and how to do it. I get help. I don't try and do things that I'm uncomfortable about by myself. So for you, what would life be like if there was a system that could help you to understand yourself and how you could relate to money more effectively? What if there was a system or a process that could help you to understand money? What if there was a process or a system that took the risk away? What if you could get to know others who over time have become successful and financially secure? What if you could talk to them in an informal manner about how they do it and get help from them as you progress? What if in fact there was a genuine, simple process and people willing to help you that were wanting to help you to improve and to be financially successful? But in a few years' time, you look back in the horror to realise that you had overlooked the opportunity. You see, time is money. The time value of money diminishes over time. That is a scientific and financial fact. Money in 20 years' time is less certain than money today. Also, your opportunity is greater today probably than what it will be in 10 years' time. That is because you're at the age you're at now. How old will you be in 10 years' time? Now, of course, if you're in your 20s and 30s, you've still got plenty of time to do lots of good things with money. And money, let's face it, is just about financial security, that's it. However, what if the clock is ticking? What if you're in your 40s or your 50s and you're still uncertain about how your financial future looks? Can you afford to delay any longer? Well, let's not rush into too much just yet. But what I am proposing to you is that you be prepared to put a line in the sand and step over it. In other words, if you are serious about what you really want, all you've got to do is commit to it, get some help, and step forward.